Hello, dear students. Let's see one more exercise on decomposing the table into BCNF. We are given a table with four attributes A, B, C, D and some functional dependencies. First of all, let us check whether this table is in BCNF. For doing that, we will find out the candidate key. And candidate key happens to be AB. Only one candidate key is there. I'm not finding candidate key again. Find it on your own, but AB is the candidate key. So let's inspect each and every FD. Let's inspect the first FD. AB determines C. Is this in BCNF? Yes, because the left hand side is AB and it is a super key. Come on, AB is the candidate key. So left hand side is a super key. And we are not bothered about right hand side in BCNF. So the first FD is in BCNF. But the second FD you watch, BC determines D is not in BCNF because left hand side is not containing the candidate key. Just check. BC determines D. This left hand side is not a super key. It would have been a super key if it had A and B and some additional things or nothing. But then the left hand side over here is simply BC and BC is not a super key. So this BC determines D is violating the rule of BCNF. So as our habit goes, as BC determines D is not in BCNF, we will find BC closure, the left hand side's closure, which is BCD. Just check it by using the FDs given of the original table. Just check out. BC closure is going to bring in D. So BC closure will contain BCD. Now, as our habit goes, we will write all four attributes ABCD of the original table. And listen, we have found BC closure, isn't it? And BC closure contains D. So we say BC is going to take away D with it. We will not strike out BC. BC closure has taken out D. So we will write one of the tables has BCD. And now whatever remains, A, comma B, comma C will be the another table. So these are the two tables created after decomposition. But just don't jump to any conclusion. You have to figure out, is R1 and R2, these two tables, in BCNF? Really, are they in BCNF? So first of all, you check which dependencies. Oh yes, before that, first of all check, is this decomposition lossless? You know the rules. For lossless decomposition, there has to be a common attribute between the two tables, or there has to be set of common attributes between the two tables. Now observe R1 and R2. These two tables have BC in common. Anybody would say, sir, B is also common, C is also common. Yes. But we can take even the combination of the attributes. BC is common. And this common attribute, common set of attribute must be candidate key in one of the tables. And come on, BC is the candidate key of R2 because BC determines D. Oh, come on, this is the way how we got R2, isn't it? BC closure gave us BCD. So obviously BC has to be candidate key of R2. Then the common attribute or list of attributes is candidate key in at least one of the table. So this decomposition is lossless. Wait. Don't come to conclusion. It is lossless, but is it FD preserving? Let's see. We had ABCD original table and we have split it as BCD, name it as R2, and R1 contains, because BC took away D with it, and R1 contains ABC. Now, is it FD preserving? Now, if you watch that FD preserving video and some more 2-3 videos which I have made on FD preserving, there was a big method or a long method to check whether the decomposition is FD preserving. But most of the times, for small examples like this, we can just check out of the two FDs of the original table, which can be satisfied by R1. Yeah, it is very much visible. AB determines C can be satisfied because A, B, C are the attributes of this table. And the second FD, BC determines D, can be satisfied by the other table because B, C, D are present in this. And BC determines D, there is no question about it, isn't it? That's how we got R2. BC closure gave us D. So both the FDs are also preserved and it is lossless. So this BCNF decomposition is lossless. Watch the last line, and FD preserving. Wait a minute. Before you close the discussion, you just check, are R1 and R2 really in BCNF? Oh, still we have a doubt. Are they in BCNF really? Look, for the table to be in BCNF, the left hand side of the FD must be a candidate key or super key. Now tell me, for R1, isn't AB closure going to contain ABC? Yes, because AB determines C. Given from the first FD, check, I am marking here from the first FD, AB determines C. So AB is the candidate key. That means left hand side is a super key here. Done. Good. This is in BCNF. What about R2? Come on, BC is the candidate key and BC determines D is the FD. Now, is this FD, BC determines D, following BCNF? Yes, it is following BCNF. That means both the tables are genuinely in BCNF and it is lossless and FD preserving decomposition. Thank you very much.